John. Ha ha. John's in the chat. Thanks, John. Ha ha. Hey, y'all. Thanks for coming on the after dinner walk. Or if you're going to stretch out, get your mats. You're going to lift weights, get your weights. If you're going to do chair exercises, get that ready. Walking, wall to wall, because I'm just looked over at my wall. Line up. If you're walking in place, stand up. Jump on a bike, start your treadmill. Oh yeah, 100, yes, yes. Everybody ready. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, y'all. Why are you funny?
Power on.
Yes. Yes, thanks for the emojis. Love the 100s. Yeah, y'all. Let me take it down a little bit. Like the music director of this program I am. 100. Yes, indeed. Let me check this camera. All right, y'all. I'm in mesh. I want to tell you, people who work out, you know about mesh. And we're walking 45 minutes, but I know we have been walking like a half hour. Let's put this on. Been walking like for a half hour. So I have to kind of readjust. And y'all know old Lady D, that's my right leg. She be saying sometime, I ain't even gonna do this thing now with you. And that mesh helps her help me say to her, yeah, y'all. Because it's more than just about you. I gotta keep this blood surging through these veins so they can stay open. I gotta get this oxygen and blood moving around this body. So, we finna do this. That's why I told this right leg. So I said, wait, we'll compensate. I'll put the mesh on the good leg. Maybe the good leg is really leaning, which is the left leg, is really leaning on the right. So I just got the whole mesh thing on. And I said, I'll just throw this t-shirt over it. Looks like I did just throw it over it. Anyway, y'all. Yes. 45 minutes. So if you've been doing it, you're like, oh, I can't walk today. Maybe for 5 minutes and I'm in pain. That's natural. It's to be expected. You just gonna have to rub it down, ice it down, mesh it up, and get back to business. Because there's too many other places is waiting for that blood and oxygen. Major one right here, honey. Major one. So yeah, y'all. Oh, okay, not too bad with the meshes. I just sipped this ginger and lemon thing. Wait a minute. Hold on. The message is saying take it up some. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, that's the feel. That's the feeling. Oh, exercising is so good. As you exercise, you get all these feelings and emotions, and I think it's like your organs and stuff getting happy. You get happy. They say, yay! Yay! I tell ya. So far so good. But y'all know what it is when you exercise. Let me tell y'all a story. My daughter started exercising again. She said on Mondays and Thursdays. And I said, okay, that's great. That's wonderful. fantastic. I said, I used to do that too. And I used to be lucky to be able to get in a Monday or a Thursday. So if you can get both of them in, well, guess who had to come home and do some work today and won't be able to go to the gym? And I said to her, say what you will of me, I'm bringing my ass down here and walking. For so many years, I went through what she's going through. Yeah, I went through what she's going through. You got time, work to do, appointments, things you have to go to. Even though you say you're going to work out, even though you say you're going to walk, even though you say you're going to do all those things, other life things get in your way. I don't have that. And I say the minute I know that I can exercise and love my body every day, I will do it. And here we are. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Thank you very much. Oh, and thank you, subscribers. Whoa! I knew after the election I would get the real workout people again. And that's what I wanted. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Replay Crew. Oh, crew. Yeah, honey. Because it's on YouTube. If you feel like walking on your treadmill or exercising at 3 o'clock in the morning, you want some inspiration? A little jokey. Come on over here. I can exercise with you 3 o'clock in the morning. Just hit the play. So thank you, Replay Crew. And then, honey, thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Even when I had, during that political time, and they had all those views, I didn't have the likes. So thank y'all for the likes. It's wonderful. Yeah. Oh yeah. It feels so good knowing I can do this. Loving my body, making my legs stronger. Yeah. So, hold on, y'all. That ginger and lemon did it. Oh, what an old lady day. She cutting up and it's only 5 minutes into the walk. Hold on, y'all. Let me slow her down. I tell ya. But she ain't stopping this party. She ain't stopping the train, the bus, or nothing else, honey. This I will suffer in silence. Exercise, taking care of myself, building my muscles, making sure that blood and oxygen get around. I will suffer in silence. But not criminal shit. Maybe if you never had it done to you, you don't know. You know? If you never had nothing really taken from you, you don't know. If you've never really been schemed out of anything, and you say to yourself, well, why would you do that? And you suffer in silence. And I hope that's not what we're getting ready to do. I hope that's not what we're getting ready to do. John, sometimes I think I'd be rushing around to get down here, that by the time I get on the treadmill, I'm still kind of rushing. And not really getting ready for the stroll. Yeah. But I was saying to my daughter, we was talking about some stuff, and I said, listen, honey, I know I raised you, that whole good and honesty thing and all that stuff. I said, but you also have to look at the tide of the times. And we're in the tide of the time where, okay, let me put it to you like this. We're in the time where the Joker is running Gotham City. And when the Joker ran Gotham City, crime was in and honesty out. So I said, I feel the vibrations in the air. That's what it is. So if you have to bend this or bend that or do this or do that, this is the climate. Just like it was years ago with those PPP loans, they ain't round everybody up. And now that he's in there, he's going to forgive everybody. So, his energy is the energy of criminality, rule bending, white collar crime. But I ain't suffering in silence, honey. I ain't doing that. No, indeed. I'm not doing that. Stay away from me. Like I keep getting, talk to my daughter about insurance. And I said, they make sure to put those ads up on me all the time. Seniors food allowance. I told y'all when I worked in the homeless shelter, right? In Stanford. I think it was St. Luke's. And counselor set me down to give me the lay of the land. And she told me that when the people first come to the shelter, they're scared and all that kind of stuff. But the first thing they do is give them food. That's why they take them to the food pantry. And they let them take all the food they want. Then, if they was out cause of a fire or something like that, they'd take them to the storage place and get them clothes and different things like that. And then sheet, bedding, all those things. But she put it in a pyramid form. And then she explained that it didn't matter for whatever reason they became homeless, because they was in this shelter, they still had to follow the protocol and stuff of the shelter. So, if they didn't follow the full protocol of the shelter, then their food would be cut back. Oh, this heat is on. Do y'all hear it? Oh, I am smoking between these mesh. This basement heat. But I got the window open. I just could put the fan on me a little bit better. And Then they cut back on the food if they don't follow the rules or the clothing thing. And I remember sitting there and I'm saying, so they're controlled by food. That's how you grab them. They're in crises, they're scared, you pile them up with food. Now they're happy, but then they don't do what you tell them to do. They take the food. They don't take all of it, but not that big hefty thing that you came in and thought you was like, I'll never starve again. So, I've always been leery about things that the first thing they try to hook you with, especially insurance, stuff like that. Besides money is food. Insurance companies are in the business of making money. They're not in the business of giving out money. So now you're in to their network. And now you have to get a primary care, whatever. I don't know what it's called because I've always been my primary care. And then he gonna want you to go to his uncle, cousin's father. And then all that food money is spent on medication and doctor's appointment. And very little food. Because it's the same doctors that are controlling the insurance companies. And they know how to fleece seniors. They've been doing that a long time. See, I guess I've been fleeced a long time. Oh, well, especially with the dentist doctor pharmacy scheme they had going for over 25 years. That scheme was that if you had any kind of heart condition, even if it was a heart murmur you were born with, you had no problems with nothing, didn't matter. Your doctor would tell you that when you went to the dentist, you had to pre-medicate. So you find out from the dentist, newspapers, articles, that when the dentist is cleaning your teeth and you have any kind of heart ailment, and it's not an ailment. A heart murmur is just a heart murmur. My heart is still beating. I'm still going. But, remember, I'm being scammed. So, if you have any kind of heart thing, if the dentist is cleaning your teeth and some of that germ gets down into the valves of your heart, you'll have an instant heart attack and you'll die. And the reason why you got to take all those antibiotics is because before you go to the dentist and after you leave the dentist is to kill any of the bacteria they release. The scam was they were killing off our antibodies. But it was a scam. So every time you went to the dentist, you had to go to the doctor, pay co-fee. You had to go buy your prescription, your antibiotics, And they used to give you a full bottle. And I used to say to myself, why do I need a full bottle if it's just for this appointment? And then you went to the dentist. And you were sick hours before you went to the dentist because the antibiotics were so strong you had to take so much. And then after the dentist, you were sick because you had so much antibiotics in you. It was started eating out the lining of your stomach. It was horrible and it was painful. And I kept saying, are you sure? And it's one time I remember, I went to this doctor's office. I was like, I don't think I've gone to the dentist. I used to go to the New York School of Dentistry to get my teeth and stuff clean before I got a job. And then after I got a job too, because we didn't have no health insurance. And never had a problem. So after a while, I had this real bad, toothache. I just want to see what's going on, x-ray something. And I walked in. And she said, look, the dentist looked at my chart and I put there I'm allergic to penicillin. And she said, did you pre-medicate? And I said, pre-medicate? I'm just coming here, you're going to take an x-ray, I just want to know what's going on. She said, you're trying to get me sued. You're trying to make me lose my... You can't come in here and sit in my chair and not be pre-medicated. What if something happens to you and you should die? That's what they was pushing. That's what I'm trying to tell you about the mind fuck. And you die. You die. That's all I heard every time I went to the dentist. Or if I went to the doctor. So then finally, the doctors bailed out. About 10 years, they made their good money change out of going to see them before you went to see a doctor. It was a real fucking party. And so now it was the dentists who were in charge and able to write the prescription for the antibiotics. So you only had to go to the dentist and to the pharmacy. But it was all a lie. It was all a lie. We didn't need it. But it was a scheme for them to make money off of us. And you know how they did it? Some doctor or something, I think I remember the New England medical thing. Because I couldn't understand. I went to the dentist, I was like, okay, coming in. Where's my prescription for antibiotic? Oh, you don't need it anymore. He says to me, you don't need it anymore because we found out that we giving you those antibiotics and using it for something else. I said, first of all, when you first started giving out the antibiotics, I kept asking you, why do you have to give me 30 fucking pills for one dental appointment? That was a scam. We had to pay for 30 pills, though we only used 5. And so he said, so we found out that you're using those antibiotics for everything else except coming to the dentist. So, see, they turned it on us. So now I can't go to the dentist. Over 25 years, people telling you if you don't take antibiotics and sit in that chair, you're going to die. I'm going to lose my license. You could die. You could die. You could die. I'm like, oh, I could die? Okay, give know I was eating the lighter in my stomach. I know I was doing all those horrible things, killing off my antibodies for 20 years. I know it, I know it, I know it. I know it, forgive it. I don't want to die. And then they said, oh, about the antibiotic and the dentist thing. Well, see what had happened was, we found out. We knew before. We kind of thought we knew. We weren't sure we knew what we thought we knew, but now we know what we thought we knew. And that's, you don't need to take antibiotics before you go to the dentist. You don't need to pre-medicate or after-medicate. And then that was it. That was it. Fuck yeah. Yeah, we told you the bullshit for over 25 years, but oh. So, no, I know they're scammers. Criminals. And they don't care nothing about my life. But as you see, I've been talking about it. I've been talking about it for years. Because I'm not suffering silence. That do no harm is bullshit. It should be, we gonna make our money. Bitches. We gonna make the dough. Ray enemy. Oh. Yeah. That was horrible. That was really horrible. Ooh. Hey, y'all. Hey, I need to turn this fan around. I need to get a paper towel. We ain't breaking long. Because let's hurry up and get this party over. Come this way, fan. Go this way, honey. Ha ha! Whoo, child. Let me tell you. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, y'all. So no, I'm not suffering. When I was younger, I was in that cult. And they teach that suffering is good in the will of their God and the will of their... And no. It's called life experiences. And these criminals, they make life experiences really hard. But the longer we suffer in silence, the longer they do crime. Let me see. The more we suffer in silence, the more they do crime. So no, you gotta speak up. But again, I had to turn it back down, y'all. Lady Day. This is Lady Day, if y'all know. When I say Lady Day, this is slave. Slap her around. Yeah, y'all. You can't, because the more it goes on. But I remember during the last reign of crime with the PPPs and stuff like that, and him on life and letting all those COVID people be on life. I remember back in that reign, if you did crime, you did good. And I didn't PPP. Like afterwards, me and my daughter was talking about, she was, you know, mommy, you a playwright, and you could have said that you had me and another worker, and you get a PPP loan. Or I wasn't walking then. So she just went with the playwright. And I was like, no, because it catches up to you. And now, just as it catches up to them, a senile, the senile, he was crazy before, but now he's senile, and he's back with crime. So that energy of do crime, do good, but don't suffer in silence. Call them criminals out. Because in the process, they're hurting people. They're hurting people. I tell ya. But we still walking. See, if you go back to the time, I started walking maybe 4 months when he became the warden. This penal colony, I'm back to being a penal colony, honey. Because, okay, let's look at it. Let's look at my premise of this being a penal colony. We already agree that, okay, the penal colony versus the prison. The only difference is the prison has 4 walls and cells. And the penal colony walls and cells are not seen. But we agree that in a brick and mortar prison, drugs, guns, and stuff mostly brought in by the prison personnel, COs, etc., etc., etc. And on this penal colony, guns, drugs, etc., etc., is brought in by these policing agency people. They instead of calling them COs, they call them police. So that's the agreement. Now, like in the brick and mortar prisons, you have different criminal gangs who control stuff. And the wardens of the brick and mortar prison, main fear is not to let the gangs get so big and powerful till they become greater in number than the wardens and the guards. Now that's in the brick and mortar prison. Now out here, the same thing applies. And the example I'll use is MLK. He was the first cult leader that moved millions, as you can clearly see on Washington. And that's why he had to go. The government, the president, the senators, the Supreme Court justice back in my day, now all these folks on these criminals, please. And then they were able to control the narrative. That's why they didn't want it out on the penal colony. The cult leaders have so many. So the first one who was like that was Martin Luther King. And the government said no. They control the vote. They control everything. Pop, he was gone. On the prison, the big brick and mortar prison, what they do is they move you around so much that you really never, you may connect with a game for a little bit, but if you look like you're connecting too much, you're finna be shipped around. And that's how it is. On the inside, prison, it's all games. So on this penal colony, they used to, back in my day. That's why they unlifed MLK. You never let a cult leader control millions and millions of people. You don't do it. But as you can see, clearly you can see that that's not applying here. I know y'all can't see it, but the cult and the crook hooked up. And the cult controlled millions of mindless, and the crook controlled millions of mindless. And everybody's doing crime. But we ain't gonna suffer in silence. We ain't doing that. Well, I ain't. Y'all hear me? Though I don't control the Allegheny glories, whatever that stuff is called, even on the YouTube, honey. I don't control any of that stuff. But, oh, this is what I'm going to tell you. I started putting hashtags back in. I remember years ago, listen to all these hashtags and remove your thing, and hashtag remove your thing. Fine. Never did that for me. But anyway, so I took it out because during the election time, when all them Scientologists, honey, whew, swarm of bees. They were swarming. So I took the hashtags out. Because they was blocking and doing everything. But it could also be YouTube. And I took the hashtags out. But I put them back in. So now I want to see for myself. You know? Again, the energy is criminal. Criminality. White collar crime. Bending rules. But that could be my problem. Because I think you gotta, like, thank you very much, I'm at like 902. But I think at this point, to get to the 1,000 where you make money, you gotta pay somebody. I've been getting these things. You gotta pay them. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying you. I'll stay at 900 because I like the way my body feels. Every now and again, somebody will run through. Hi, John. And I'm going to be here. Because I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. But it could be about the money. Like, when I first came on, I had someone I was working with, and they was talking about how you can buy subscriptions. But then I go into the whole thing for the YouTube creators, and they saying you ain't supposed to do that, and that's against the law. But now that I'm stuck at 902, and I know I ain't moving until I pull out some cash, I see it now. They do want you. At this point now, it's like, if you give us $5,000, you'll get another 100 viewers, and, you know, then you'll go into that realm of where you can make money. I got good health. I got good company. I get my 2 little likes and shares and my couple of views. But I'm around people who are encouraged. They say stuff to me. I'm going to go exercise. I'm going to do extra. Or I'm going to stretch out. And to me, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's 1,000 subscriptions. 1 billion. That means the energy and what this old lady doing sweating on this treadmill is getting out there. But, like, comment, share, honey. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Until you pay that interest fee into the land of 1,000. Honey. Then you'll be at 902. So I'll probably be at 902 until we finish our next year, which is 5 years. But this year, on Emancipation Proclamation Day, we for 4 years. And you see how I'm walking now? My legs relaxed. Lady Day ain't paining me no more. I just gotta stay at the move. Oh yes, you gotta stay moving. On the YouTube streets, y'all heard me talk about it before. I told, look at my village, my Nepali village. Y'all know, y'all heard me talk about African daughter-in-law in China. Go to China. I look at Rosen as an African lady out of China, but you don't see too many people like her neighbor, like you do African daughter-in-law in China. And the Nepali village. And what I have kept seeing was, they walk, y'all. They walk. Those old people, they walk every day. They do that walk for the rest of the parts of their body. And though it's just clips, and I don't know the whole thing because I know Grandpa had to go to the clinic, but basically, they walk. If you keep that body, that blood flowing, get up in here. That's what's important. And the body can do a lot of healing on its own. But you gotta get it walk. It's made to move. You gotta keep it moving. You gotta keep it moving. And it'll keep you moving. So, my legs are feeling good. I see the two mesh theory worked out very well. Me and the two meshes will be back tomorrow. um, Feeling really strong. I know we only got this 45-minute walk to Emancipation Proclamation Day, and then we're back to 30 minutes. But my body's so happy. Even through the pain, my body's happy. Because it just wants me to keep moving. And your body wants you to keep moving too. But hey. Y'all suffer in silence. I suffer in silence for one thing. Exercise. When you pumping that weight and you see that muscle coming up and you know it's there and you will feel it. It will let you know it's there and you feel it. And you'll be like, yeah, okay, all right, till you settle down. And that's a bit of suffering in silence, but that's it. Oh, when you got to get that thigh straight. Now, you know, one thing that I haven't done the whole time I worked out and as an adult is get a Charlie horse, what you call in your calf. I've not gotten that in all my years of going to the gym. Never got a Charlie horse. Got some strong calves, even from this walking. Got some real strong calves. Yeah, it started rough, y'all, but it's ending beautifully. It's ending beautifully. That's why you just push through the pain. Don't run around trying to get something to getting hooked on all these drugs. When basically, most pains I feel, you'll know the difference between pain in muscle and internal different things like that. Because you talk to your body. And your body will communicate with you. And y'all, guess what? Hey, John, we did it. Yeah. Yeah. Another 45 minutes down. Oh, yeah. My leg was killing me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But now it ain't. Now it ain't. Whew. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. Feels so good. It's hard to start. But once you start, and then you get over pain, push through, and then when you hit that goal, you get so happy, so excited, and your leg is saying thank you, because now I feel, you know what my leg is saying? I'm so glad you ain't listening to me. I'm so glad you ain't listening to me. Because if you left and listened to me, we'd have been getting our toes cut off. And I'm like, Lady Day, don't worry about it. We ain't getting our toes cut off. Knees, ankles, toes, none of that shit. Yeah, y'all. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, we did it. I pushed through the pain. Push, push, push. Push through the pain. Keep going. It's for the greater good. And what's the greater good? Greater good. Let's get this weight. Let me turn this machine on. That's what people say. Well, it's for the greater good. That mostly applies to self. And if you can't apply it to self, then leave that alone. I say. Okay. Here we are, y'all. Okay. Yes. Whew. Lady Day. She waking up now, but it's too late. We done finished the walk. She can act any kind of way she want to act now. She was numb for a minute. You know, Lady Day. She was numb for a minute. And then she back to square one. But you know something? My heart is happy. Oxygen. Blood up here. Oxygen. All that stuff. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Today I was doing something with a spaghetti pot, like a sauce pot. And I could whip that thing up with one hand, take it to the sink, pour the water on it, pour it out, do whatever I have to do, and take it back on the stove. And even with the bigger pots. And that's why I do this, amongst other reasons. Squeeze gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I want to say subscribe, and I want you to subscribe, but I don't think until I put money into the YouTube, I don't think I'm going to get anything out of the YouTube. And I'm old, I ain't rolling like that. And I ain't doing all that crazy shit. So I want to say subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I just hope they put it in and it counts. But I know I ain't paying. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, y'all, we did it. It feels so good. Squeeze your gut, tuck in your elbow, neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. Yeah, y'all. Like, comment, share. Oh. Hi, John. This is the part where if I had received a cash app of $1.50, like we be asking, I would look at your comment when you donated to me $1.50. I would look at the comment and say, oh, Shaniqua says she want to do her baby's room all over again and she want money. She need luck. So I would say, Shaniqua, oh, luck, money, rain down on you. 40 days and 40 nights. But I didn't get that. So anyway, y'all, love you. And thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for keeping me inspired and company. And John, my the greatest moderator. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta stop suffering in silence because we finna go through it. Like, comment, share. Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend to subscribe and exercise with me. Hit the like button. Y'all have a good evening. Me and John, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on the walk.